Hello there, water signs, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Today, I'm going to be doing the weekly tarot for Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. This is for the week of October 4th through the 8th. We'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards and then go to the tarot for some more details. And if you're resonating with the message or enjoying what I create, I would really appreciate it if you would consider like, sharing, or subscribing. Okay, let's get into your reading. Let's see what we have here for the water signs for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Why? Clean it up here and now. Milk and honey. Nice. Milk and honey is kind of, the energy of the Ten of Cups. Everything, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Everything that you're wishing to bring, to manifest, whether it's love, money, joy, success, whatever it is that you want is coming in. And I feel like this week we also have new moon energy this week. There's a good sense of asking yourself, where am I in my life here and now, right? Taking stock of what is going on in your life. And not concentrating on the past or anything, just kind of taking stock, looking at here and now and asking yourself, what is it I really want from my life? What's going to bring me true joy and happiness, and why? What's the motive behind that? Why do I want that in my life? And then cleaning out anything that doesn't fit the Ten of Cups, what you want for your future. It's an energy of, yes, before I step into this new moon in Libra, and it's all about bringing balance into your life. What is it that I want in my future? Looking at what you have now, what's not working? Okay, whatever's not working needs to go. Nice energy. Okay, let's go to the tarot. Your present energy, Five of Pentacles. Okay, so the Five of Pentacles is this sense of, some of you could have regret or a sense of needing to forgive either yourself or someone from the past so that you can move on. It's kind of like, why am I here in this situation? Why am I feeling sad? Whatever that is, what has brought you to this point of sadness? Asking yourself, how did I get here? Why am I here? Where do I want to go and why? Why is this sadness need to be cleaned out? What do I need to do to get to this place? You're here right now and this is where you want to go. This is what's on your path. And it's kind of like, okay, how do I get there? Well, one of the ways that you're going to get there is by bringing more balance into your life. It's about cleaning out what's not working. Whatever isn't working really needs to go. There's a sense of something perhaps even big. Because look at this. Yeah, it's kind of like, the star card is your hopes and dreams. You want to celebrate what it is that you really want, your Ten of Cups. And right now you feel like you don't have that. For some of you, you could, oh my goodness, you could have a new love coming into your life. We have the Ace of Cups, which means new love. Communication, or taking action about love. And then, with the King of Pentacles, perhaps Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Earth sign doesn't have to be, but it's about taking action, perhaps even taking action in a job or a career that you really love. It doesn't have to be a romantic connection, but it could be. Okay, so let's take a look at your area of resistance or your obstacle this week. Four of Wands. Yeah, you don't have balance. The Four of Wands also can represent wedding, marriage, happy family. It's what you don't have right now. Your obstacle is that you don't have this strong foundation to build the life that you really want, to build the love that you really want, to build the happy family that you really want. You feel like you don't have the stable foundation to do that for whatever reason. I feel like for some of you that is what you're sad about. And you may be asking yourself, why? Why is, why am I in this position right now? Why am I not with the person that I really want to be with? Why do I not have the happy family that I really want? What is stopping me from having this? And then it's about cleaning out, and cleaning out, it can mean physical objects. It can mean leaving people behind, but sometimes it's also about changing a belief system. It's about changing your perspective about a certain situation. Okay, so let's take a look at your advice. Really nice energy. I know it seems a little difficult, but it's definitely moving you towards this, like whatever this situation is. Yeah, you're going on a new path. Now, for some of you, I feel like it is a new perspective. We're going to clarify these, but I get a sense that, it's the Fool's card, and, she's kind of like, you have the Star card underneath. It's kind of like reaching for the star, reaching for whatever your Ten of Cups is, your milk and honey, your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, the relationship, the happy family that you really want. It's kind of like she's willing to kind of take the risk to reach out there and pluck off this buttercup, right? She's willing to take that. And what she doesn't realize is that, this is the tail of the crocodile. But she's willing to take any risk to go ahead and go down this new path. It's like you know that what you're doing right now isn't going to get you where you want to be. You've come to that understanding, and it's like, I have to go in a new direction. Definitely a sense of a new direction of some sort. And with the new moon coming up, the new moon in Libra is all about balance, planting the seeds for things that will bring your life more into balance. Oh my goodness. And then the Judgment card. For some of you, you could be actually stepping onto a path, a more spiritual path, a awakening path. Like, I think this whole experience is awakening you to a new calling of some sort, whether it's a spiritual calling or just like maybe a new career, a new, relationship, a new, for some of you, I think it's actually going to open you up to a new idea of what happy family means to you. For a long time, you may have had this kind of, picture of what the happy family is for you, right? What is going to bring you this pot of gold. And now it's almost like you're awakening to the idea that maybe what you thought was your happy family, the epitome of the happy family, is now changing for you. You're kind of like changing your belief system about it. For others of you, it could be opening up to this second chance at, a relationship from the past, or a career path that you had. You're getting really determined. The Knight of Swords is a sense of being determined to find this. And then the Knight of Cups underneath that. I really feel like for a lot of you, this is a romantic connection, possibly even based around marriage or family. Either one, because we have the Four of Pentacles here, which is all about, she's holding a home. It's all about, holding on to the idea of what you think a happy family is, or a happy home is. The home kind of represents family. Whether that is you and, a committed partner and your own children, or even, your extended family. It's going to take some strength and courage. For some of you, you may feel like you have to go it alone for a while before you can get to your Ten of Cups. But you're definitely working on manifesting this into your life. For some of you, we don't have like a crossroads card, but I feel like for some of you, you're kind of coming into this idea of, I got to go on a new path. Look at what's on the bottom. Two of Cups. A true soulmate connection. Very interesting. Especially starting off with this Five of Pentacles. I get a sense of, just really being sad about where you are in your life. Just realizing you may have taken a path a while ago that has now put you into this position, and you may be even kind of like regretting making that choice in the past because you feel like, yeah, look at, I'm not happy. But what you need to realize is that there is no wrong path. Like, you went on that path and you had some experiences. It's almost like be grateful for those experiences, and also be grateful in the knowing that you can step onto a new path. Like, you can change direction. I get a true sense of wanting to change direction here. Okay, so let's take a look at this Five of Pentacles. Yes. Oh my goodness. Seven of Wands. Kind of having a sense of having to stand up for yourself a little bit. The air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, kind of had somewhat of a similar reading about having to stand up for themselves. So you may be dealing with an air sign, or, have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your chart, kind of waiting for this new path to open up. The Three of Wands a lot of times is waiting for our ships to come in. I get a sense that you've been kind of waiting for this situation to work itself out, or waiting for a new path to open up, because you're just kind of like, oh, I don't think I'm on the right path. So we have the Empress and the Hermit card. The Empress is about wanting to create a new life for yourself, wanting to create something that really brings you joy and happiness. And with the Hermit card, another sign of, wanting to perhaps create a more spiritual life. You may be, especially with the Five of Pentacles, you could be like in a financial position right now where you realize like you went for the money. That sense of you had a big career, or you've made a lot of money. You may have made a lot of money and then lost some money. And now you're realizing, well, the money never really brought me the happiness and joy that I thought it was going to anyway. Like, maybe I just need to go on a different path. Yeah, it's definitely a sense of wanting to step on another path, of realizing that putting all your time and energy into the 3D world, the material world, really didn't bring you the happiness that you thought. Okay, so let's see what the Four of Wands is. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man, getting a different perspective, needing to get a different perspective, working through finding a different perspective. Okay, so this is your obstacle, or your area of resistance. You're trying to have stability. You're trying to have a happy family. You're trying to get that solid foundation. And, we have the King of Swords here, the Queen of Pentacles. So this is, like stubbornness. Because this is your obstacle, we're going to talk about this. Being kind of stubborn, perhaps. The Queen of Pentacles stands for, that home and hearth. And the joy that you think that you're going to find in this, and you're not finding it. Let's put it this way. It's coming out really clear that it's what you thought was going to be your sun, your joy, your happiness, has not panned out to be the joy and happiness that you thought it was going to be. I think for some of you, you're kind of feeling a little lost with the Five of Pentacles, and you're wanting the sun to come out and shine the light on the path that you should take. Like you may feel like you don't know the path that you should take, that you're kind of asking, why am I here? And, this can be your purpose. Why am I here? What is my purpose? What am I supposed to do? And you don't have the clarity. So you could have kind of gone through you could have gone down a more traditional path, let's say, Building a career that was based on, kind of like maybe the corporate world or something like that. Kind of working that way, perhaps, getting married, having children, the traditional, like you were going down the traditional path, and all along there was this calling to be more creative, to go in a more perhaps spiritual path or in a different path, and you're kind of like resisting this. You're trying to get clarity about, why am I here? Where am I going? What's the next step? How do I get off this path? I get this sense that a lot of you just want to get onto a different path, and you're not really sure what path or how to get on it. It's like you want to get on another path instantly, and yet you don't know how you can do that. Okay, so let's go see what this advice is. The Fool card. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups, the Hanged Man, the Page of Wands, the Chariot. Yeah, wanting to move forward very quickly. Getting a new perspective on love, on what brings you love, on what you love, on who you love. Getting a different perspective of it. And then getting inspired. Like taking a really good look at, okay, who do I love? Why do I love it? What work do I enjoy doing? What kind of people do I enjoy being around? Like really getting kind of really into the here and now. Like what in my life do I really love, and what in my life needs to be cleaned out? And getting really into that sense of, okay, I'm going on this new path, and it's going to be, I only take the things that I truly love. I'm going to have this perspective of, I only take the things that I truly love with me. And, it brings me joy. It brings me happiness. It brings me inspiration. It's kind of like the muse that helps you to move on and to progress and to get things into an alignment. It's kind of like a second chance at life. I kind of get a sense that it's a second chance at life itself for you. Like you're feeling like you're being awakened. You're going to be looking at life in a totally different perspective. Three of Pentacles, the Lovers, Nine of Swords, there's your Four of Wands. See, this is your obstacle right now. You can't get this solid foundation underneath you because you're in search of what is going to make me truly happy. It's almost like you're trying to satisfy what you think you're supposed to like in life. And then all of a sudden it's kind of like you have this epiphany. Yeah, okay, I have to live life from what I love. I have to get the perspective of myself. You may have been living life. The hangman is hanging upside down, right? We usually go around life this way, right, with our heads up, not our feet. And so we look at the world in that perspective, and it's kind of like the hangman hangs upside down so that they can see the world in a different perspective. And it's kind of like once you see, and I really think love in general, like romantic love, family love, friend love, your passion for work, your purpose in life, once you hang upside down, like right now, you're looking at it from this perspective. And I think it's the perspective that, you grew up with, what your family expects, what society expects. And then all of a sudden you're like, okay, wait a minute, I'm going to turn upside down and look at it this way. And when you do, you're kind of like, whoa, now I know what I want to do. Now I know what direction I want to go in. And it's almost like you're awakened. And at the same time, it's kind of like your new life begins. You go on that fool's path. You're working with somebody else. The Lover's card is also the choice card. Like making the choice to work and love the people and situations that you really want in your life. Like going out for them and not living in this anxiety. I feel like a lot of you, if you are feeling really, really anxious right now, it's because your soul is calling for you to go in this new direction. It's kind of like you have to put this behind you, and you have to step into this energy of choosing yourself, choosing what you love, choosing who you love, and moving in that direction. And that's what's going to help you to build this strong foundation. Yeah, and step into this new chapter of your life that brings you a lot of blessings. For a lot of you, you don't know what path it is. This is also a spiritual path about understanding that you don't know all of the steps ahead of you. Like, I feel like a lot of you have been following a plan that you've had maybe since you were a child or in middle school or high school. It's kind of like, okay, I'm going to graduate from high school. I'm going to go to college. I'm going to get this kind of job. I'm going to live here. I'm going to get married. I'm going to have children. Whatever it is that you wanted to do, right? But that was a plan that you made when you were young. And it's kind of like, yeah, but I had to stay in that plan. And it's kind of like, no, there's actually a different plan. And it's kind of like understanding that you have to be here and now. You don't have to follow the plan that you set for yourself or those around you set for yourself when you were young. You can go in a different direction. You can offer your gifts and talents to the world the way that you are, the creative soul that you are. Really kind of moving forward quickly once you realize you don't have to stick to the plan. That's all I can say. You don't have to stick to the plan. You can change the plan. And it's kind of like, yeah, you're looking in the book and you're saying, okay, I need a new plan. You're looking in like the cookbook of plans, right? And you're kind of like, okay, I need another plan. This plan is not working. Oh my gosh, this is your creativity oracle card. And I shuffled. Yeah, I did it on camera so you can see. New start. Sometimes we must realize that what we have done needs to be discarded and we must make a new start. This is you coming into alignment with, yes, I have to make a new start. This plan that I've had since middle school is not working. I need a new start. It's really nice. And it's really about first stepping into where are you right now? What's your present moment? How are you feeling? Like, make a list. These are the people in my life. This is the job I have. These are the activities I do. How do I feel about them? Rank them 1 to 10. Like each one. 1 as it brings me agony and 10 bliss, right? And it's kind of like, okay, if you're doing that, and I have a feeling that you're going to have a lot of 1s on that list. And it's kind of like, okay, it's time to clean out I would say, take everything off of the list that got a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. I'm going to say 5, right? I'm going to even say 6. If it doesn't have at least a 7, it's cleaned out. It's like, okay, that has got to go because I'm going on this new path. And I'm only taking the things and people with me, the situations with me that got at least a 7, 7 out of 10 when I was rating them, right? And it's really, it's very powerful. I think you're going to be very determined. Once again, determined to only take forward the things that really bring you love, that you love, not because other people tell you to love them, but because you truly love them. All right, so here is your final angel message card. Let's see what it says. Compassion. Dearest one, be compassionate towards yourself. Surrender the self-criticism and that fear that has you believing you need to improve in order to be worthy. You are perfect just as you are. The only thing that needs to change is your perception. You will come to realize the jewel you are when you love and honor yourself as you are. I mean, that is like perfect, right? Where's my hangman, right? What is it that you love, right? You've been looking at this. I gotta get these cards right. You've been looking at this in the perception of who you were a long time ago in middle school and high school, about what the perception that society tells you or your family or your peer group. It's kind of like you have been looking at what you love and who you love based on what others thought that you should love, right? I was like, no, you just need to change your perception. Do it from a viewpoint of higher wisdom. Do it from the viewpoint of what do I love? And then move forward. New start. I love it. All right. Well, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed that message. I really enjoyed doing it for you. And if you did, I would really appreciate it if you would consider like, sharing, or subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.